pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Falcons at 9-2 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here we go.
They'll run it here with their arm. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and 3. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Drake London, his intended target. And now it's third down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them in the game.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they've got to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go on fourth down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. When the Falcons defense stands tall, they'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Finding Williams on the check down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down at Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he gets in. Touchdown. Drake London with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. results there.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it out now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Here we go. Smith, red. Let's go. Ready?
Now Bernard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Bernard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're on. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw in that pickup.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, got 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
Here we go.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The busy night continues for Williams. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Potter. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And out of bounds right around the 20.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Caught left side, Williams. So nothing doing there, and it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z. and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, I don't know what we're seeing from the safeties. They are all over the field. They don't know if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Here we go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
Probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start putting even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
10 cycles. Ready, go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Brand, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
True able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Stafford. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They snap it to Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. $53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They run it again with Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for L.A. 65 yards.